I'm wearing the same hat I was wearing when I did the Mutiny review when I said I was gonna go watch Lantern. So I started it that night, and I didn't finish it till just now. But yeah, man, I have some, and Jovi was talking before I actually hit the record button. But
Yeah.
yeah, similar. Everyone's been talking about this first episode. I see why. I have some thoughts. I have some concerns. Well, let me rephrase. I don't have concerns about this show. I think this show looks amazing, and
Right.
the writers' hands that it's in are great. But I do have some concerns about, I guess, just how it fits and the tone and all that stuff. But I'll get to that later. But
Yeah. I mean, I
hey,
think
man,
you
let's get
are
started.
you're our DC guy. Um, and I really wanted to get your perspective on what this is going to be, what it looks like, how does it feel? Is it connecting to anything you've read over the last 30 years? Like, what
This
does
is
this, yeah, what does it
so
feel like for you?
yeah. It fits. So first off, when James Gunn first described this as like True Detective for Green Lanterns,
Yeah.
spot on. That's
Okay.
exactly down to the time differences, where we have something happening in 2016 and something happening
Yep.
10 years later in 2026.
Yep.
Like,
And
spot
then what,
on
it
with that.
started in 96?
It started in 96 when John was a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm very much looking forward to seeing John Stewart's Green Lantern. He's my second favorite, but these two on screen are my favorite, Hal Jordan and
This is hey, I
John
I
Stewart.
agree completely already. I'm loving the personalities, what you assumed from reading, and then what you got from
Yes.
the animated movies. I mean, and TV shows. I'm like, okay, you guys did your research. Some actors say, "Well, I've never read a comic. I've never." I was like, no, these two looked up what it is to be these two different lanterns.
I
Or
think yes, Aaron specifically is John Stewart, bro. The
yeah,
way his military like training, like you just see him as military. The no sirs,
is
the yes sirs, the calm demeanor. I don't drink. I only drink Coca Cola.
right.
Like
You're right. His
so straight in
voice,
there.
his
Yes.
voice was vibrating my living room.
Oh, what's your
Like,
speakers?
yes, I Sam experienced the 5.1 like you've never been in here before, but we watched
Yeah,
a
I
movie the
kept
other
turning
day.
around.
Yeah, and it was like his voice every time he demanded presence by his calm demeanor and his voice. And then on the opposite side, when anytime Hal spoke, it was just like, oh, you're wild. You've been doing this for so long. And it's like I want to know, like you're looking for his knowledge every time he speaks.
Yeah,
Um,
and I like that. So Hal is older,
yes,
obviously,
right.
and I like that they made him like he's really is like how you would think. Like he's not specifically, I guess, comics accurate. If that like his personality,
Yeah.
he's not a superhero that you like look up to, even though he has tons of fans. Like he's a jerk, yo. Like seriously.
Or when we get that original clip of him talking and doing the interview, it seemed like his demeanor was totally different.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe all these years of being this way have changed him,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure. And they're trying to make it seem as if he resents the fact that the Guardians, have chosen his substitute to be
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
John, which we know Guy Gardner exists. So like that's another thing, a little wrinkle in here that I kind of found very interesting. So we know that in the comics, Earth has 4 Green Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it doesn't seem as if like he's getting his own ring. Like you see, they share a ring essentially. Like
Yes. Yeah.
Hal takes it off and gives it to him to use.
Yeah.
And I kind of that little dichotomy or the relationship is really interesting. Where it's you're not going to be a whole separate lantern, John Stewart. No, you will take Hal
You take
Jordan's ring when you need to use it and be a substitute essentially. So
yeah.
that little dynamic in their relationship and seeing what it seems as resentment, but I don't think Hal actually resents him. I think Hal like in his own way is really trying to build him up. That's what I think this is going towards, but I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, we're going to get 10 years in this series.
Hmm.
So, like, what the heck happens to the militia? Why did John leave? Because clearly she's like walking back. You know, like so.
Yeah, that whole thing, that whole
Yeah.
storyline with the sheriff and the America or Earth First militia, That
Yo,
whole thing, I'm
it
just
was
sitting there like,
that was
that
the
is good writing.
yeah, and it was the slowest part of the episode. It was kind of like, all right, we're gonna throw all this at you. We're gonna throw that he had relations with homie's wife. We're gonna
Grandma.
freaking grandma. We're gonna like in it. My whole thing, and this is my drawback. This is my drawback. Period. When it comes to American comics and the way they do it, why is small town America so prevalent and important in DC Comics? Like, why would Nebraska be a point where aliens would drop and like they would make just like with fucking Clark? Why did you land in
In
small
Kansas,
town America? Right? You know
Smallville,
what?
Smallville.
Why is it that is? And I guess it's not a drawback. I'm just for me. I'm like, bro, there's so much more, and y'all are
I
stuck
agree,
on this
but
idea that well, they explain it. They do explain. They say, well, this is the middle of nowhere, literally the middle of nowhere. You're not gonna,
mhm.
no one's gonna be worried about you. Marvel tried it with the scrolls, where it's like
Oh yeah,
they went to places where people really weren't. So I was like, I get it, but I'm like, what? What is it about American comics and that? And that's my only drawback. I love this episode. I love
I
I
found,
love
yeah.
I love the
So the
talk, the
alien,
script, the talking, the banter, the just it was just good, man. And I just my fear is you're not going to be able to replicate this the entire time, and we're going to get some episodes where we're going to get on here. We're going to be like, maybe they shouldn't have done that. Maybe this was a waste of time. And for like you said, I want to know how they're going to integrate the other Green Lanterns in this because you're calling
yeah.
it lanterns. You're
Guy
not,
Gardner's in the show,
yeah. So it's like,
which actually that brings me to my concern here. So, as good as this show is, it feels so tonally different from like Superman and even Supergirl, which I guess was supposed to be more serious than Superman. But
yeah.
even Peacemaker, which is another R-rated show, like the way
Mhm.
people act and people talk, and even the colors in this world is a lot grayer here.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
this feels very much like Snyderverse.
Mm-hmm.
Like this feels like it belongs there. Like it's so mature and adult, which I'm not complaining about, but when you have these characters, I don't understand how they're going to exist like on screen like with someone like Clark Kent. And again,
Yeah,
it's not just like the language because it worked with Punisher and Spider-Man, but it's the whole thing. Like the people, the small town sheriff, the small town militia, the small town people at this football game
yeah,
feel so vastly different than like people who were in Metropolis in the Superman
yeah.
movie. So it almost feels like two different worlds.
It does. It does.
And that is my concern with, I guess, the overall universe. As far as this show in particular, if I'm just zeroed on this show, I have very little concerns. I think that again the two leads are great. I think that the alien storyline in 2016 and the murder storyline in 2026, I think they're both
Yeah.
going to be super interesting.
Where's the ring?
Definitely, the pacing feels like this guy's other DC show. Watch. Did you ever watch Watchmen?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, great show. Great
I
show.
that's the one of my favorite memories from college was reading Watchmen, watching the movie, and then when they dropped the show, I was all
Yeah.
over. That's one thing that I kept with. I don't keep up with shit. I kept up with watching. I want I'm like, I'm watching this show. That show was terrifying. Watchmen period is terrifying because it just talks about, the social issues.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that season of Watchmen feels like America right now.
Yeah. 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 It was pretty. Yeah. Pretty scary.
So I feel like that's why this does not feel like comics. This feels real.
No,
This,
exactly. This
the small
feels real.
town,
Like,
like you said, the small
uh-huh.
town feels real compared to Metropolis feels like a comic-y, goofy, just existence.
Like, yeah, kaiju just in the background, like
Yeah,
just running around, giant octopuses in the sky, like
yeah,
just yeah. This one feels so much more grounded, so much even the way like Hal Jordan when he got his little message, he just took off and started flying. He didn't
Yeah,
even get. He doesn't get in the suit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I just, yeah,
Oh
and he gets
God,
into bar fights and stuff. So
Ryan
I think it's
Reynolds too.
great.
They got to make a Ryan Reynolds joke in this. They have to.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Somehow, some way, we need to bring that up. But yeah, man, I love it. I love the dialogue. I see why people kept talking about it. It's really good. Yeah, I have very little to complain. I have nothing more to add that, and you know what? Nothing more to add that you haven't already heard.
Yeah, straight up. All right. I think we could. You guys can look out for this. Is we much so very much so a weekly thing. It's going to be late. It's probably going to be Friday, Saturdays or Fridays for us because I don't have access right now during the week. But I can work on that. I can work on that.
It's something that just popped in my head. Something I'm very hopeful they get into. It almost seems as if Jon Stewart and his father seemed like they knew they were destined for this. Because remember when they were watching TV and they were like, "Oh, like he seems so interested in the Green Lantern,"
Yeah.
and then when Hal was messing with him at the beginning, adult John called his dad and was like,
Oh,
"Yo,
that's yeah.
he's screwing with me. What's going
Like,
on here?" And,
like
and
why are you
then
moving like this, pops?
yeah, and then
Like,
his dad is like, "Yo, stay the course. This is what we're built for. You know, you're gonna be the Green Lantern." So I'm very curious about his dad's whole role in this. Jon
mm,
Stewart's dad, that is, his whole role in this, and what exactly he was planning for his son, if anything. Because it seems again like they knew like this opportunity was coming, and I
yeah.
hope we get to see the Guardians, the little blue Guardians.
That yo, I see. I didn't mention that. Thank you. Yeah, this is why you do this way more than I do recently. Them talking about them over and over again, and having the visual in my head. I was like, I can't wait to see it because
Hmm.
they're not nice. They're you know what I'm saying, they're very straightforward. They like I want to see how they go with that. Is it going to be again? Is it
Yeah,
going to be
they're
is it going
very
to be
much
goofy
black and white.
comicky, or is it going to be like, yo, these blue fuckers are kind of scary?
I think it's gonna be the latter. Definitely the latter.
Yeah.
Like they're very much black and white, and I
Yes.
think that's gonna
Yes.
be how it is. Yeah. So
All
looking
right.
forward to that.
I am
But yeah,
too.
that's it, y'all. Lanterns is here. We saw the first episode. Just wanted to give you our thoughts. Let us know what you think. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, we out.
Lucy.